Hello everyone, I'm Shweta and welcome to my channel Analytics by Shweta. In today's video, you will learn how to rank the products by their total sales. Let's have a look at our data model first. We have three tables. The orders table and the products tables are connected to our order details table in a one-to-many relationships. Now let's look at the contents of these tables. The products table has the product ID and several other details related to the product. The order details has the order ID and several other details related to the order. The order details table is a line item data. So you have order ID, product ID and various associated details. If you look here, the order details table has the same order ID repeated multiple number of times, as a person can order different products in the same order ID. So that is why this data has duplicate records. Now to calculate the rank by the total sales, we first need to calculate our total sales measure. Our total sales measure is as below. We use the SumX function, we iterate over the order details table and we multiply the quantity by the unit price. Let's have a look at our order details table. Our order details table has the unit price and the quantity. So the SumX function will multiply the unit price by the quantity for each of the rows, and ultimately the SumX function will sum those values. So SumX is an iterator function which iterates over all the rows to give us the total sales value. Now as we want to calculate the ranking and we want the user to select the top 5 values, top 10 values or any other number as per the user's request, we need to go to modeling, we need to create parameter and create a numeric range. Let's create the parameter and name it as rank value. For minimum, let us give us 1 and for maximum, let us give 10 and to create. Now, if we move the slicer across, you see the number over here changes. So we will use this slicer to determine how many top values we require. So if we are at 1, it will show us the top 1 value. If we are at 3, it will show us the top 3 values and so on. So first let's create our rank measure. So we create a new measure, call it as rank top. We use the RankX function. We iterate over the products table and use the entire products table. We use the total sales as we want to rank the products by the total sales, and we use descending as we want to rank in a descending order, and we approve this measure. Now let's create a card visual and first add our total sales measure to this visual and go to the callout value and use the display units as none. Now this is our total sales for our entire data set. We want to show the total sales first by the products. So we add a matrix visual onto our report. On the rows, we will be adding the product name and on the values, we will add the total sales and we sort it. Now we want to rank these products by the total sales, so we want a rank number to appear over here. The rank top measure, which we have just created, ranks the products table by the total sales. So let's add this measure onto our visual. If you see here, we get a rank of 1, 2, 3 depending on the sales of the product. But what we want is the top 5 products or top 3 products or top 10 products depending on what the user has selected. So we need to add that particular functionality into our measure. So let's go back to our rank top measure and create a variable called as ranking, and which would be the same measure which we created earlier. Now we use the return function and say if ranking, the variable which we created, is less than or equal to. Now we need to add the number which we want to show, like the top 5 products or top 6 products, top 10 products. As we have already created a parameter slider, we will use that particular parameter slider's value to determine what would be the number which we want to show. So we say if ranking is less than or equal to the value which we selected in the slider, then show me the total sales. And we approve this measure. Now let's go back to our matrix visual and look at the value. As we have selected 3 in the slider, you see only the top 3 values. If we increase the slider to 5, you will see the top 5 values. Now let's just go to our matrix visual and remove the total sales from the visual. Now if you see, the visual will show us only the top 5 products. But one thing you need to note over here is the grand total value. The grand total shows us 1354459, and if you look at the total sales value, it is the same. But the sum of the top 5 value is not equal to this. So why are we seeing this value? In matrix visual, what happens is the grand total value is devoid of any filters. So we are seeing the total sales value over here. But we do not want this. We want the total sales value to show the sum of the top values what we have selected in the slider. To do this, we will create a new measure. So let's create a new measure and name it rank sum. We will use the SumX value. We will then use summarize. We will summarize the products table by the products name. And then we will create a new column name, call it rank top sum. And for this column, we will use the rank top measure which we had created earlier. And then the SumX function will finally sum up this new aggregated column which we created in our virtual table called as rank top sum. And we approve this measure. Now if you go to your visual and add the rank sum measure, you will see the total is different. The total is equal to the sum of the top values. Let us just round this number completely so that it looks the same. So if you see here, in rank top and rank sum, the product sales value is the same. But in the grand total, if you see, rank top gives us the total sales irrespective of what we had created in the slider. But the rank sum always shows us the sum of the top values what we have selected. If you go and add a card onto your visual and create your sum value over here, you can show this as a card value. You can show the sum of the top 5 products, the top 3 products, the top 6 products. Let us use the display units as none in the callout value so that the value looks exactly the same. Now if you see, you can use this card visual to represent the sum of the top values based on your required selection. And this is how we calculate the rank of the top products by the sales using the RankX function. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.